Hi guys, what's going on? It's reading time again. If you want a personal, my email's in the description. Alright, what's the messages for the collective? The Crimson Prophet. Look at that. This is black sheep energy. This is black sheep energy. See how dark he looks? The Crimson Prophet. You weren't afraid to face the darkness within. And so now you spread it to other people. But instead of spreading it in a chaotic way like you used to, you spread it by leading by example, like we said before, right? Infernal Pact. If you work with deities or not, because you dove deep into the shadow, into the dark realms where most people are afraid to go, you did consciously or unconsciously make a promise with yourself, with your shadow, with your lower self or your deity to become a better being, to stop being a cock, basically. And that's what you did. Look, the release. Look at that. Do you see that smoke coming off of his head? Do you see that? And all that fog coming out of his mouth? You released the ugliness. But understand, because you are the dark, because you are a dark empath, people will always see the things as you say as dark or negative. Because now that you face the shadow, because now that you face the truth, truth hurts people. You're never going to be seen as light. And you need to prepare to understand that. If you're called to draw, teach, or even work at a job and impact people, the words you say will always be seen as a threat. It does not matter how much you change, because you started in the dark and you shifted into the dark, you will always be seen as dark. That's kind of the curse of the black sheep. No matter how much you transition, no matter how much you change, the truth is painful. So you'll always be seen as this. But what you have released is the darkness within, and you're now releasing truth. Going back to that walking reflection that we spoke of before. It's almost like prodigal son energy. Does that make sense? I don't think I'm saying that right. But anyway, what else? Look, thorned redemption. Look at this. Guys, look at this. I'm lit because this is just confirming a lot of fucking shit that we've all been going through. But thorned redemption, this was painful. And because you grew in pain, because you transitioned in pain, your truth is going to cause people pain. You may never gain your flowers. You may never get recognition. But you're not supposed to. That's not what dark beings look for. 1 second, please. Sorry, guys. Did you see that? Thorned redemption. I'm telling you, a lot of you guys, me, a lot of people that subscribe to me, we know we were fuck faces and still kind of can be. We will always be seen as fuck faces. Okay, give me more. The Fire Warden. Your transition was fierce. Your transition was very fierce. And it's coming off fierce to others. I think this reading is going to be about accepting that you may never be seen as who you are now. But certain people will see you. See the watcher in the shadows, the warden of shadows. People that have walked similar paths as you will see you. And people who desire to walk the same path as you will see you. But other people will never see you for who you are now. They will always see you for who you used to be. Especially when you start being that walking reflection that we spoke about. If you blossomed in pain, you're going to also heal people that comes in a form of pain for them. And in this world, pain is seen as bad, right? Especially for weaklings. What's this Crimson Prophet? Look, Crimson Prophet and the Six of Swords. I can't make this up, guys. It's exciting because we've been on this journey for a while. You are the Dark Prophet, but you're at peace. You may be at peace now, but it's causing chaos around you. What's this Infernal Pact? See, the way you went about it, with, like we said the other day, it was out of the ordinary. It's catching people off guard. It caught you off guard. Especially those of you that work with certain deities. They put you in certain situations that are unorthodox, or they put you in certain situations that would take someone down. But you got through it. See, it's coming out again. We started off misunderstood. We'll always be misunderstood, even when we become more balanced and more sovereign, right? But there's something about your transition, whether you're speaking it or showing it or just acting in it, that is freeing people. But sometimes you might continue to feel misunderstood. That's just going to be a part of you. But that's not something you're not used to. What's this Thorn Redemption? Look, guys, what the fuck? Look, it says Thorn Redemption and the Eight of Swords reversed. What did I say? You blossomed in pain and freed yourself. Not many people can do that. Most people want to go to therapy and throw it in the back of their mind. Most people want to give it to a savior and say, let's act like it doesn't exist. No, you faced it. You faced it and freed yourself. You faced the shame. You faced the guilt. You faced it. You swallowed it. But in that is freedom. See? King of Swords. With that Thorn Redemption and Eight of Swords reverse, King of Swords. That is truth. That is ultimate truth. You ran with it. Four of Wands at the bottom. Peace. Two of Cups. Peace within you. That's all that matters. The Hermit. The Hierophant. This is all clear-cut signs of inner transition. And we've gotten to a point where you've done it. Congratulations. What's the Fire Warden? The Fire Warden and the Emperor. Oh, look at that. Like I said, it was fierce. It was fierce. You're owning it. And now you can rest in your transition because you have grounded yourself in it. There may still be battles going on around you, but maybe you're noticing you're passing these tests, especially if you work with a deity. You're passing these emotional tests like flying colors. It's easy. You've grounded yourself in it. But you will never, a lot of us dark empaths, dark magicians, whatever, we will never be seen for who we are now. And that's fine, isn't it? Your words will always sting, whether they are words of truth or whether they are words of bullshit like you used to say, like we used to say, right? Look, vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Does that make sense? You shattered your ego. Give me more. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. That is you coming to the understanding that your life is where it's at because of you. It does not matter who raised you, how they raised you. Yes, that impacted you, but you ultimately understand it was up to you to transition from that blame into accountability. First breath and beginner's mind. Look, first breath and beginner's mind. She's morphing the universe. That's what's happening with you now in your behavior. And look, it says 2021. It says 20 and then 21. That was the steps. Understanding your consequences, taking accountability for your life. And now look at her morphing the universe. There is no way around it, only through it. Dances on one foot and balancing act. Like I said, that gives me that energy of you'll never be perceived as who you are now, especially by people from the past. It's just because of the energy you carry. You understand? Do you understand? And here you are, meant to help these fuck faces still stuck, being that reflection. You're just a reflection. You're not teaching, you're reflecting. Okay? That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.